I picked the wrong week for smoking.
It's a rockin' metal revival!
Like I picked the wrong week for drinking.
Drink it up!
Like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines. Picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Welcome to the show!
Horns up, metalheads. It's time once again for another edition of Rockin' Metal Revival. I am he and he is we, and we are not together once again. Jerry's in the Hookah Lounge studios.
All by myself, all naked and everything. That's
banging on his bell, and I'm here in the studio here in Parts Unknown.
With no cow.
I had somebody ask me the other day, where the hell is Parts Unknown? I said it's where all those goofy wrestlers are from that they would never give a hometown. Remember that?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of them from there.
Yeah, when you'd be watching AWA or something.
Yeah.
And here's Ronnie the Bruiser. He's from Parts Unknown.
Yeah.
So, how you doing, partner?
I'm doing all right. How you doing, man?
Not too bad. This week celebrated Earth Day and 420. Hope everybody had a good 420.
Yeah, I did partake a little bit on 420.
Yeah, I celebrated the holiday, and and on what was it? Wednesday was Earth Day. And it was nice weather. I got outside and enjoyed, what the Earth was giving me, man. It was some beautiful weather, and hopefully you're doing okay too, and getting through this whole thing, mentally.
Staying home.
So, but on today's show, a guy I've been trying to get on this show for a long, long time, and finally it worked out. Jeff-Keith from Tesla is going to join us in the second hour.
We have been working on him for a long time, trying to get him.
Every time a Tesla album comes out, it's like, yeah, you guys want to have Tesla on the show? Yeah, sure. Who you got? The first time it was Brian Wheat was the first person we had.
Yeah.
Then we had Tommy. And then we had Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually had Frank, and then we had Dave Rude. And then we had
the drummer.
Yeah, we had Troy Lucetta last time, and it was funny when the publicist said to me, "Well, who do you want to talk to?" I'm like, Jeff-Keith, the only one that hasn't talked to us so far. So, we got Jeff on. I've always thought he was an underrated vocalist, man. And it's not that he has just this awesome voice, but he's got such a unique sound, man, that just makes it's Tesla.
Yep, exactly.
And
very recognizable.
Exactly, and they got a new album out, just hit stores about 3 weeks ago. It is called 5-Man London Jam, and Tesla's original 5-man acoustical jam came out 30 years ago, dude. Can you believe that?
Quit making me feel so old, dude. No, it came out last week, dude. Couple years ago, I think. I remember it.
Oh,
that's the one with that Signs, right?
Yeah, that's the one with Signs. Yeah. So, so we'll have Jeff-Keith on the show next hour. We've got News of the Weird. We've got Your Talking Real Metal. We've got new music from a band called Vandenberg that you might remember from back in the 80s. Adrian Vandenberg.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, he was a guitar player for Whitesnake for a long time. And also we've got new Dead Daisies with Glenn Hughes out in front of the Dead Daisies, and we'll play that too coming up on the show. But right now I figured I wanted to kick the show off with something, I don't know, something original. Like something about, the other day I had to go out and mow my lawn.
Oh, no.
And everybody around, walking, coming by my house on their bikes, all waved at me except my neighbor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so from America's Least Wanted, here's Ugly Kid Joe and Neighbor.
Great tune.
On Rockin' Metal Revival. There's brand new music from the Dead Daisies. It's called Unspoken on Rockin' Metal Revival, and you're probably listening to that going, Red, how high are you? That isn't John Corabi. No, John Corabi is no longer with the Dead Daisies. Neither is Marco Mendoza.
Oh, yeah.
So they filled both those positions with one guy.
Hey, more money.
That's
more
exactly
money
right.
To split.
So they got Glenn Hughes, and I was kind of a Glenn Hughes fan.
They got a good deal. They got definitely a good deal. I mean, I want to hear him singing Dead Daisy stuff, though. See how he does on that instead of the original stuff they're doing,
Yeah, you mean like Midnight Moses and stuff like that? Yeah. Yeah, I want to hear him. Yeah, because you won't get a feel for it. But I mean, we've seen Glenn Hughes in concert. Man, that guy could probably sing the phone book.
He's amazing.
Yeah, I mean that was one of those concerts where I kind of went, wow. When I was glad, all the way down to that show, I was kind of like, this will be all right.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
know
I mean?
a
And
couple
then,
songs,
Yeah. And then after seeing it, I didn't have to know any of them.
No.
You know what I mean? It was it's such a good show. What a cool club Reggie's in Chicago is.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a little
Good
rough
food
to
right
get
next
to.
door, too.
What's that?
They had good food right next door, too.
Oh yeah, that was a good trip. That was a good night down to Chicago, and I'm that's one of the things about being with this whole nationwide lockdown is the live music. But I've been catching a lot of it online. Artists have been going online and doing shows from their basement in their house, and you know what?
Yeah.
To me, there's nothing better than raw.
How intimate? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get?
How the
You're
song
right.
was written.
Yeah, I like the Paul Stanley ones. I was watched a few of those where he was going over the songs, and yeah, I played them wrong all the time.
Oh man, but I've seen some cool stuff, and it's I'm glad that they're doing that. I know that they're probably bored out of their mind like the rest of us are, but they're going along with the mandate. And next hour,
they're not making any money off of it. So I mean,
No.
if you liked what you saw, go to their site and buy some merch, man. Support them.
Exactly. I just today I bought a couple albums and I bought a hat from one person and and so just to support.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. It's kind of like I always tell people on my regular radio show to buy local, to support local business, and that is the best way to keep things going.
That's for sure.
So coming up next hour, like I said, we'll talk to Jeff-Keith of Tesla. And, man, I've seen so many Tesla shows over the years that I could have talked to Jeff-Keith for hours.
Yeah, I've seen them a couple of times. Both times they were amazing.
Yeah, and, I'm going to bring up that country album.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm going to bring that up.
We could have had him on the show for that one.
Actually. Yeah, I could have had him on my other radio show for that one. Yeah. But it's kind of funny. Off the air, we have a country musician in common that we both know, and we talked about that. And that's a story for another time around a whiskey bottle. Let's just put it that way. But it was fun talking to Jeff. We'll play that interview back next hour. And coming up, we've got News of the Weird, and you're talking real metal, kids. I hope you're getting your homeschooling.
Yeah,
I hope that's
definitely. This is part of it. Your parents will be testing you on Monday morning. So,
if you think about it, Jerry, we've been homeschooling the youth of the world for years now with Talking Real Metal. We've told them to take notes and learn.
And we've gotten no response, no money.
No response. Yeah, no thank yous, nothing.
No sponsors. Come on.
No.
Gee.
Yeah.
I feel like a real teacher.
Exactly. No respect at all. I feel like Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Hey, we were talking about Vandenberg earlier, and back in the day they had that big hit in the 80s called Burnin' Heart.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll tell you what, they got a new singer, and their album is called 2020. That's pretty original. But the song that they sent us is a song called Shadows of the Night, and it's not the Pat Benatar song.
Are you sure?
But and I'm pretty sure.
That would be a good one for him to cover.
I'll think about Pat Benatar now that when this plays. But this is New Vandenberg. It's called Shadows of the Night on Rock and Metal Revival. From Tooth and Nail, there's Dokken and Into the Fire on Rock and Metal Revival. And the other night, dude, I was going through, I don't watch much TV or anything anymore.
Really?
So I'm really just like listening to a lot of tunes. And the other night, I have all the Dokken albums, and I just put it on shuffle.
Oh, yeah.
And man, there was some really good stuff from when Reb Beach was with them.
Oh,
But you're right. If Jeff Pilson isn't in that band, the backing vocals and the vocals just kind of suffer.
That's for sure. Yeah, he filled in a lot, man.
Yeah, he did that. He is so talented and gets, I don't know if he gets the accolades that he deserves.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Jeff Pilson's one of the reasons why Foreigner is still out.
Yeah.
He did a great job with Emmett. Yeah.
So he does all that producing, and yeah, he's involved in a lot of stuff, man.
He really is.
Dio.
Man, a guy is an amazing talent. And that Black Swan, I was listening to that Black Swan on the way into the studio here today, and What a great album that is.
It
I
is.
think I'm hoping that people are hearing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hope they are too. We should put some on tonight. Maybe
we
I'll
can
throw
probably-
one in. I'll get one in next hour, I think.
Okay. It's time for News of the Weird, and with 420 happening this week, that was pretty easy. We're going to start off in New York City, where the New York Police Department busted around 40 people at a 420 pot party in Manhattan after receiving a tip from someone who was concerned about people breaking social distancing guidelines. Cops were flagged down by a concerned person in the neighborhood who observed a group of people entering a West 23rd Street commercial building around, get this, Jerry, no joke, 420 on Monday.
They were going to start open a black hole by doing
There
that.
you go. And they found 38 people smoking pot in a vacant commercial location on the third floor, along with tons of the jazz cabbage and the devil's lettuce and all that kind of stuff, along with some edibles and other THC paraphernalia. But get this,
But if they had like one of those you've seen those really long bongs, those 6 foot. If they had one of those and everybody was standing, just passing
6 feet
that
apart?
along, you'd be fine.
If you were really thinking about it, you'd have got 6 foot hoses on your hookah.
There you go.
And one guy lighting it in the middle.
That would work.
That would work, yeah.
Come on, you got to plan ahead.
Come on, weed heads, think. Well, altogether, all 38 people received summonses for unlawful trespassing. They weren't even supposed to be in this building.
Oh, yeah. No, not cool then.
All right. 5 people received summonses for marijuana possession. 2 people had previous warrants, and 1 person was taken to police in Brooklyn in relation to a previous investigation on drug charges. So not a lot of thinking there for 20 years.
Not well planned out, fellas.
Here's another crazy thing going on because of the pandemic. Desperate people are taking measures into their own hands with some extreme do-it-yourself dentistry, according to dentist officials.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah, with dentist office remaining closed during the coronavirus, officials would like to remind people that even though dentists aren't open for business right now, you shouldn't be using a pair of pliers and some whiskey to pull your teeth.
No, what is this? I've been watching a lot of Westerns. That's my thing now. And, that's how they did it in the old days. Yeah, have a shot of whiskey. And I'm like, I got these pliers. Come on, hold
people
on.
are doing it now, man. They've got some people have used videos they've seen on YouTube to help them guide them as do it at home dentistry. And the American Dental Association says, hey, before you start doing it yourself, you might want to speak to a dentist about the potential risks and benefits of maybe seeing a dentist.
Yeah, there's a little advice we're going to give you. Don't do your own home dentistry. And don't practice on your kids or anybody else first either, just to see that you got it down. Or
I can't believe that you have to make that public service announcement.
I know. We'll have to start making some commercials.
Do not pull your own teeth. Get this, Jerry. This is kind of scary. It comes from Ohio, where Ohio police broke up a large Amish barn party with more than 100 attendees. 4 men were hit with charges after the group defied the stay-at-home orders amid the coronavirus pandemic. Police were called to the large party just after midnight on Sunday following a noise complaint. Officers found 100 people drinking and partying in the barn. One man was so intoxicated he had to be transported in just nothing but his boxer briefs.
Boy, those Amish know how to party.
Well, here's the thing: how are they getting any music or anything?
It must be live. They
candlelight?
got a live band. Yeah, it must be a bunch of those little torch things. And hey, you're all set.
Officers said that many were arrested for disorderly conduct after they showed up to this party.
That would suck. No electric, no PA or anything.
Yeah.
Wow.
And no light, no music.
Yeah. Where's the pyro? Other than your torches, that would. Wow. That would not be. I wouldn't want to go to an Amish.
I'm not going to an Amish after bar. I'm just not.
Amish rave.
Yeah.
Amish rave.
Different colored candles. Yeah, that would be awesome. All right. Our next story comes from Australia. This was actually, I read this on the NewYorkPost.com, where 2 Australian doctors are weighing in about the spread of